Hey, we're in the yard of a veteran, an older gentleman. He's not able to take care of his own property anymore. He has someone else mow it, but he's not able to do this type of work. So a lot of our home group from our church Bible study got together, and we've decided to clean up his place a little bit today. Let's get started.
Easy peasy.
Timber.
You want to try to go forward or back?
There was so much going on here that Christy didn't have time to get the drone up into the air. Therefore, we don't have good before and after shots. So watch these early scenes just to see how grown up it is around this house. We have 6 full-time workers here. Christy's on the camera, and of course Cindy with the broken leg, well, she's cheering us on. Looks like I should have had my top link extended a little bit more. I didn't notice it then. Working with this crew is quite rewarding and a lot of fun. Everyone seems to find a task that they're well suited for, and they get started and they work hard.
Very good.
For example, Dick has been farming for his entire life. He's going to be retiring this year. It's his last corn and soybean crop. He dove into the chain duty. It's a lot of work, but it requires a little skill to know how to hook it up.
Come on, little guy, get out there. Okay, see what happens.
Oops, that one broke off.
Oh. Yeah, well.
But we've got the big trees out of 2 sides of the house now. Bill is a local mail carrier, and he's got a brand new DeWalt weed whipper that he wants to try out. It's battery powered, so maybe someone will get our steel version out a little bit later to compare. Meanwhile, if there is any hard labor to be done, you can count on Vanessa to take that task. While Dick is wrapping the chain, take a look under my left front tire there. Yep, that's the wellhead.
Okay.
So while I'm pulling as hard as I can, I'm trying to make sure that the tractor doesn't tip or something happens so that I tear off the wellhead. That wouldn't be a good day. Meanwhile, out of sight of the camera, my canopy is just an inch or 2 from the gutter.
You got the right idea.
Out of luck on that one. Maybe we can chain me a little lower. I'd have a little more lift power a little lower.
All right,
maybe.
let's try that. Of course, the trouble is, we've skimmed off the bark.
I believe this one's going to be a saw. Hey, there she comes.
All right.
Good work.
Just like we planned. Well, that had some nice roots on it.
So for that one, the trick, once Dick got it hooked as short as he could, in other words, the chain short so that my grapple was lower, I have more lift capacity when I'm low. And then as I was pulling as hard as I could, I lifted as hard as I could. So I essentially kind of doubled the force there a little bit.
Check out the progress on the front side. I was expecting there to be a lot of hauling work, so we brought Johnny with another grapple, and Chuck's been working him hard all afternoon.
Having trouble finding the center of gravity?
Yeah, it's hard to find. That's pretty close.
Folks, if you have any tractor questions, maybe questions about our attachments or the techniques that we use,
hey, I think you got it.
these would be well suited for our new community site, tractoruniverse.com. Please be patient with us as we get it started. We'd also appreciate your help in answering questions from others as well. We have a lot of relevant content out there already, so take a look. And if you have a topic idea, let us know.
Can you go up any
That's all I
higher?
got.
Yeah, just drag it. Something will break off.
It's doing all right, isn't it?
Yeah. Watch your beam up there.
I'm twisting here, this arm.
Yeah, that's going to break off of there, but that's okay.
For those of you interested, notice that I wouldn't be able to curl back that far if I had a self-leveling loader.
You trying to ride, Dick?
Well, I don't know if that'll help cap.
One last slide on the old slide.
Yeah, that's right. This is it.
Might as well have some fun out while we're at it.
Here's Vanessa with the steel weed eater. The feedback we got from Bill and Vanessa was that the steel battery lasted a bit longer and the string might be a bit tougher on this particular model so that it cuts some bigger items. But it's not really apples to apples because the DeWalt is a good bit cheaper.
The big mouth. Now let's see if I can just lay it down sideways.
Be sure to stay tuned to the end. You'll see the final size of the swing set.
For all of you track loader skid steer fans, this is why a tractor is better than a skid steer. I can do this right in the middle of their yard.
Meaning very minimal damage to the grass. Chuck's getting pretty good at that grapple. Not only is he hauling these spools, he's been hauling some legacy brush piles, I'll call them. Big piles of logs and stuff from the front yard. We're going to try to gather them all up and burn them here in one single pile. You're seeing a lot of the work here, but one thing you're not necessarily seeing so well is just how much fun we're having on this project. It's so rewarding and so much fun to see it cleaned up so fast. From my perspective, each time I'd come around the house, it looked totally different, so much better. After the project, most of us went out for dinner and, well, we were giddy almost with excitement. We just had so much fun doing the project. It's amazing how doing work together can be so enjoyable. I should have asked someone to saw these off a little bit more, but they were busy and I knew I could get them, so I just started in on them like that. These trees were just too big to pull, so we had no choice but to saw them off and grind them. The big mouth's wide opening really helps me to be able to get the jaws around a large pile and compress it into something that I can carry.
I got most of them. Whoa! A little tipsy there.
Let's try for a twofer.
We realized that using Johnny 2 to grind stumps was costing us some efficiency. There was just so much grapple work that needed to be done. I thought this might be an issue, so I had brought Vinny. Bill found him and, well, he looks like an expert on his very first stump.
The other side of it's coming out.
You must have got on there. It popped right down.
Well, yeah, that foot did it.
You've met Gary several times in our videos. Most recently, we put in a new hydrant for his cattle.
A lot of people helping. It doesn't take long to get a lot of stuff done.
Yeah.
I don't see how you're keeping up, Christy.
I'm exhausted.
You're exhausted. Whoops. Dug a little too deep that time.
Yeah.
I think I've learned a new trick, though maybe not quite perfected yet. Leaving that chain attached to the grapple, sometimes just dangling, makes it very easy and quick to be able to hook up to a tree and pull it out.
I'm sure you're asking why we're pulling these mulberry trees instead of just cutting them off. Well, our thinking is that they won't grow back if more of the roots are gone. So, otherwise, if you just cut them off, they'll be almost that big next year. We're trying to get them totally pulled out. Maybe if we can get this nice enough that the mowing team can mow, that'll really make it a lot easier for them to maintain.
Gary's got his chainsaw on a stick, and he's cutting low-hanging branches. He brought that from his house. We all brought different tools and equipment. Way to go, Chuck! Looks like he's found some old decking boards and a little bit of shingles. Not a whole lot of shingles, but a few.
At this point, we've worked about an hour and a half. Take a look at the house over there. It's just amazing how much work we can get done with just a few people and the right equipment.
Nice load!
Not sure if you can tell over Chuck's head there, but the rain is imminent.
I believe Chuck's picking up stuff that was already piled up out here and taking it to the fire.
He's had a bunch of these old spools. A lot of guys used them for picnic tables. I don't know, there was a lot of things you could make out of these spools in the day. But these are beyond their prime.
We got a fire started, but it has been raining so much that there just wasn't enough dry material to get a good solid fire going. So it just kept smoldering here and smoldering, and well, the pile never did really burn.
You could kind of get around it and then rock it a little bit.
Yeah.
No, I won't even take that. It's just going to fall apart.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Boy, that's the way to remove a stump. That's nice.
Woo-hoo!
That's nice.
Wow.
Oh, there's some nice stuff for your flower pots.
Yeah.
I'll pick up some of these limbs that Gary has dropped. Oh my goodness, look over there. It's getting darker all the time. I believe you can even see rain through those trees there. One other tool I wish we had brought would have been a mower of some sort. Even a little push mower would have helped around that barn. We could have got that cleaned up a little bit better. We had both trailers full, but I bet we could have got the push mower on.
This looks like wild cherry.
Oh, is that what it is?
I don't know, maybe. Got some raspberries in there. Make sure you don't find a rock with that thing.
Oh, at least you got on gloves.
Yeah, but they got holes in them.
Oh. Hey, let's get him in here with the grapple first. Yay!
Hey guys, the rain is here. One of us isn't wet with sweat.
That's you, dear.
I think she might be sitting in the truck up there.
Yeah, that's actually, I'm not, I was on the tractor the entire time, and I feel bad for you guys a little bit.
You're the one. Okay.
Hey, we got more work to do here. Hey, look at the swing set, guys. You can have it, Bill.
Thanks.
Okay.
I hope you guys have enjoyed this. We're going to get really wet before we get the truck loaded, but that's the way it goes. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time on Tractor Time with Tim.
We forgot that we left the GoPro on the tractor, recording. Oh well, you get the benefit.